library patrons, and welcome to Biblio-Bites, your bite-sized look into the world of libraries. I'm your host and resident librarian, Ellie.
Okay.
And with me today is a library patron. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm a patron of the Mobile Public Library.
Awesome. Today's topic is one of my favorites, the library of things. What do you think that might mean?
Wow, I have no idea. I thought libraries were just for books.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about this. A library of things, or sometimes non-traditional circulating material, is a collection held by a library consisting of non-bibliographic materials.
What does circulating mean?
Circulating means that it is able to be used by a patron.
Okay, so you have to return it.
Yes, you do have to return it. So basically anything that isn't a book or a magazine, something you'd think you'd find in a library. For the rest of this episode, I'll be sharing with you some real-life examples of items in public libraries. Some of these are able to be checked out and leave the library grounds, and some stay at the library and are available for patron use during library hours.
Oh, okay.
All right. Some of these you probably already know are offered by many public libraries. E-books. I know you've used e-books from your public library.
I love my e-books.
DVDs and Blu-rays.
Yes, when y'all were little, we used to let y'all choose DVDs to bring home.
Yes, that's always a fun collection to look at. Video games sometimes.
I'm not a video gamer.
You're not a video gamer.
I know you are.
Yeah, a lot of libraries have a collection. They usually cost maybe $1 to check out for a week or something like that. But some libraries are really making an effort to get rid of those kind of fees for materials like that. You probably know some of the items that are used at the library: a printer, scanner, copier. I know our library, the Mobile Public Library, has a laminator that you can use.
And just computers, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can just
computers.
go use a computer.
And speaking of computers, this is one that a lot of people use now, but also people don't really realize it's available at their public library, is a laptop to check out and take with you.
Really? Okay.
Really. Usually a Chromebook, one of those kind of cheaper ones, but it's available to take with you.
Still. Yeah, if you don't have one, that's awesome.
A Wi-Fi hotspot.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
It's very useful. I mean, especially if you can't afford high-speed internet or something at home. Mm-hmm. It's especially useful for kids.
Yeah.
You know,
I heard some libraries have 3D printers.
Yes, they do.
That's pretty cool.
Our own Mobile Public Library has a 3D printer available for use. There's a small charge, I believe it's 10 cents per gram of filament, which is the material that you use in a 3D printer.
Right.
You could print out really anything. You just show up with your file containing the 3D form, set it up, and it'll print it out for you.
Cool.
And for that kind of thing, there's also lots of downloadable files of things that people have already made for a 3D printer, so you don't have to make your own models. You can just print something someone else has made.
I was going to say, will the librarians help you if you don't know how to use something like that? Because I don't.
Yeah, if you're unsure of how to use any of the library's resources, the librarians are always there to help you figure it out.
Okay, cool.
Lots of crafting materials.
I love crafts.
I love crafts. Like Cricut or cutting machines, a laser engraver I've seen at public libraries, heat press for putting on
T-shirts and stuff. Yeah.
Button maker. I know ours has a button maker.
Fun.
And even small things like a glue gun to check out. More like tool related things. I've seen a Dremel tool available to check out at a library.
Is there a list anywhere like for your libraries of things like this?
Yeah, usually you can go to your public library's website and they will have a tab that either says library of things or there are a couple other terms they might use like makerspace if it's more of these like crafty type tools.
Okay.
But usually it'll be on their website, and if it's not, you can go to the circulation desk and ask a librarian what they have for their patrons.
Okay, cool.
A pressure washer.
I could use that right now.
I know. I think that one's cool because what's a pressure washer is what, $300?
More probably.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And, there might be a small fee to check it out for a week or a day or a
something
weekend.
like that. You'd think they'd want to make sure you return it.
This is really dependent on what library you're at and how resourced they are. I know that in smaller communities, this is more likely to be implemented freely because there's less chance of it going missing. But people,
because everybody knows everybody.
But people are trying to get things to the point where there is a system, either by using something like an air tag to track the item.
Smart. Okay.
Things like that. Another cool thing is items for disabled patrons. So things like a high visibility keyboard with large keys for people with vision problems. A brailer to turn a document into a braille document.
Wow, that's very neat.
Magnifiers, document readers that will read an item out loud.
Okay.
And free access to software to put on your computer that will read the page aloud to you.
So you can download stuff on your computer and then you have it. Correct. You don't.
And you
it's
would
not
enter,
something you return.
No, you would enter your, much like the ebook app that you use.
Okay.
Where you enter your library
I'm not the
card
best
number.
with computers.
Oh, I know.
So.
Not a lot of people are. That's why the library is there to help you. There are some more fun things you can check out. I've seen board games able to be checked out. A really cute one I've seen is Read to Me dolls, where a child can check out a doll to read to.
Oh,
help them with their little confidence. Things like a microscope, a telescope, to help a child with a science experiment. Instruments.
It's really, all that stuff is good for homeschool kids.
Oh, yes, very much so. Instruments like a ukulele, small drums, even a karaoke machine I've seen.
Neat.
Things to make videos and creative things like that. At our library, you can rent a green screen and a ring light and a camera.
Wow, to make a little movie. Fun.
Super fun.
You would have loved that when you were little.
Yeah. A drone occasionally with like a GoPro on it. Get some drone footage.
Yeah.
Baking trays and pans and fun shapes, things that you wouldn't really use more
like
than
you're
once.
going to use once for a birthday or something and then never use it again. That's smart.
Definitely.
I'll have to look at that.
Seed libraries.
Yeah, Mason just told us about that.
Yes.
He had one at his library in Columbus. He got some seeds.
Those are usually much more informal. It's just kind of a station where you can leave seeds.
Yeah, it looked like a little card catalog, but it had packets of seeds instead of the little cards. It was cute.
Super fun, especially when it's plants that are good to grow in your area.
In that area, right.
Clothing libraries for people that need a tie for a job interview.
That's smart.
Things like that.
Do they take donations for stuff like that?
Usually, yes. That's most of the time that's how a Library of Things collection starts, is patrons getting together and figuring out what their community needs to have.
That's neat.
Helping to set up things, especially like the clothing library.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite, like, real community service oriented parts of it. And this one, you might not believe me when I say this, tickets to the zoo, the museum, the theater.
Really?
It's really cool.
I've never known to even check to see if that's there.
I know. It's hard because libraries try to get the word out, but not everyone's following them on social media.
Our library here doesn't advertise a lot. I mean, unless you happen to just go really often, which I don't because I use my ebooks a lot. I don't actually go physically a bunch, but so I know when we go, they have posters up for things.
Yes.
But if you don't go, they need to get the word out a little better. I think.
It's hard to know that kind of thing, but a lot of libraries have
Like things, people will donate tickets to stuff and
It'll usually be a city or state sponsored thing. So, like, for example, maybe the History Museum downtown, the city would pay to have, like, 4 circulating tickets.
Okay.
So that a family
like at any
could go.
time 4 tickets can be being used.
Yes,
and then a week
correct.
later they come back and somebody else can use them. Okay.
And most of the time this is for more educational, like cultural things, like
Right,
the
yeah.
museum, a zoo, an aquarium.
Botanical gardens.
Yes, botanical gardens,
Uh-huh.
state parks, theaters, if there's like a Shakespeare festival or something like that in town. What do you think about all this stuff that you can get at different libraries across the country?
I'm amazed. I just think I need to figure out how to know what my local library has, because I've never even known to ask about some of these things.
Exactly, yeah. As someone who wants to be in libraries, I am always trying to tell people about all the different things that they can get from their public
You're the
library.
reason I know about the things I know. If you weren't here, I would definitely wouldn't know about.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, it's a public library. That's where your tax dollars are going.
Yeah.
So if there's a resource out there, you want to be able to connect with it and use it.
Yeah, or at least tell other people that need it.
Definitely,
that are
definitely.
looking for help for different things. I mean, just like you said, like interviewing for a job and they need a suit and a tie or something, or a jacket and a tie. That's so nice. I really like that.
Well, this has been Biblio-Bites. We hope you learned something about your libraries. Bye, everyone.
I have.
Bye.